that you've consciously adopted, had as a kid, encouraged? I mean, the ability, you told a story last night about getting in a cab in Oakland and the guy telling you, the cab driver telling you that he played saxophone, and then you having him pull over, him getting in the back, you driving the cab, and him playing sax all the way across. Now, that's not something I would do. I mean, now maybe I would do it, but it's symptomatic, emblematic of how I've seen you over the last 35 years. I'm just curious how that came about, or how you see it.
It's a wonderful question, and when you say a conscious decision, you know, when I'm conscious, it is a conscious decision. It really is. And I've sort of, you know, the only reason I've had the career life that I've had is that someone told me some secrets early on, you know, about living, and that, you know, you just have to remind yourself, you have to remember yourself, and that you can do the very best you can when you're very, very relaxed. No matter what it is, whatever your job is, the more relaxed you are, the better you are. And that's sort of why I got into acting, is that I've realized that the more fun I had, the better I did it. And I thought, well, that's a job I could be proud of. I could be proud to have that job. If I had to go to work and say, no matter what my condition, no matter what my mood is, no matter how I feel, what's going on in my life, if I can relax myself and enjoy what I'm doing and have fun with it, then I can do my job really well. And it's changed my life. It has changed my life learning that. It has made me better at what I do. I'm not the greatest at what I do or anything, but I really enjoy what I do. I really like my job. I don't, you know, it comes with lots of stuff along with it, but I really like to go to work. I'm a better person when I'm at work. My whole day is better because of the hours, even just minutes of the day, where I'm working as hard as I can to be relaxed and sensitive and you know, not joyous, but, you know, enjoying it. You know, just seeing that this is my opportunity right now, and it's such a powerful reminder to realize it's going to be, you know, 14 feet high someday. You know, it's sort of like it's like an echo saying, you know, this is it, Bill. You've got to remember now, you know. And I guess that's you know, when you come into a funny situation like getting into a taxi with a guy who's a saxophone player, I said, when you practice it, I don't know, I drive like 14 hours a day or something like that. Well, where's your sax? He said, it's in the trunk. I was like, you know, that's 2 and 2. It makes 4. So pull over and get in the trunk, and I know how to drive a car. You know, not only did he play all the way to Sausalito, which is a long ways, we stopped and got barbecue. He was playing like it's some kind of, you know, what people would call like a sketchy rib place in Oakland at like 2:15 in the morning. And it's like, relax, man, you got the fucking horn. We're cool. You know? And he was blowing the horn, and, you know, like, crowd's like, what the hell? Look at the crazy white dude playing that thing. And it was great. It made for a beautiful night, and, you know, we've done that. And I think we'd all do that. You know, I think anyone, if you saw that moment, you'd say, like, and you're, as they say, available, you know, you'd see it, you make the connection, and you do it right.
It's that leap. It's that leap from